Good day, folks, and welcome to the IT Way. My name is Joanne, and today we're going to continue with a series of episodes that we had before, creating the full stack of Cisco Meraki devices. We have the Cisco Meraki security appliance already, we have the switch, we have the access points, and today it's the time for the MV cameras. We're going to go through the whole process of the basic configuration implementation of the MV cameras. You can see here we're going to go through adding the device to the network first, bring the device online to see how it looks like, ensure that it's connecting to the Meraki cloud, and after that, creating the basic configuration just to ensure that our camera is very good to set and go. If you can see the previous videos, you can find it here, and you can find the beginning of the configuration, making the secure network with the security appliance MX, ensure that we have the proper configuration in the ports of the switch to put and implement now the access points, and today is going to be the cameras as well. We're going to continue with a series of pictures until we cover the whole Meraki and the full stack. If you are more interested to know about how to configure the features, the basic features for all the Meraki devices, have some troubleshooting tips, or even how to automate your whole network and implementation, you can go here. This is our Cisco Meraki training in the playlist of the videos that we're going to upload weekly to the Meraki channel, and it's going to go from 0 to hero for you. This video is going to cover the basic configuration for the cameras. So it doesn't matter the camera that you have. You can have the MV12s, the MV22s, the 32, or even the 72s. And it's going to be the same configuration for all of them. Everything is going to be done in the dashboard. If you haven't add the device to the inventory or even create the network, you can go here. This is the basic introduction of the dashboard overview for you to understand how to take the network or create the organization and then add the device to the inventory. After that, you can come back to this video and we're going to start with adding the device to the network. So let's go to the dashboard. Let's get to it. Here we're going to start this video exactly the same one as the one from the security appliance, the switch, and the access points. In this case, you should have the camera on your inventory already. If you don't have to, you can go back to the introduction video where you can know how to create your organization and create your inventory and adding all your devices to the inventory. After you're doing that, you come back to this video and check then how to add the camera to the network, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to the organization, inventory. We're going to try to find our camera. It's in MV. So this is our camera now. Go to actions and we're going to add it to the Meraki stack network. After adding here, then we're going to see the tab, which is the camera tab. To go, you can just click the new option that is clear here. And it's going to show you the network. After having the network, we can go to cameras. Select the camera. And here, the one that it looks like, just the same one as the appliance status in the switches, in the security appliance, the wireless, is the network tab. So here you can see almost the same framework. And this is the one that concerns us the most right now, is to bring the device online. To do that, then we know that we're going to connect it to our switch. So we're going to then make the proper configuration in the switch to get the proper IP address that we want. In the switch, here, this is our uplink. As we know, this is the port 2, the one that we used for the previous video for the access points. And what we want for the camera is the same thing. We want an IP address in the VLAN 4 because that's the management VLAN that we selected. Now we're going to use is the port 8. In the port 8, we're going to configure exactly the same as this one. The difference is, since it's just a device, we don't need to put as a trunk because we're not going to have SSIDs with different VLANs. So since we know that is just one device and nothing else after that, we can make the change and just select access and put VLAN 4. And it's going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to get an IP address for that VLAN. Now that we configure everything in the switch and in the dashboard, we just have to go back physically and connect to port 4 and bring it online. To connect the camera, you just need a switch with PoE or any other method to provide power through PoE using the same port. In this case, we have our switch that is PoE, which is a Cisco Meraki switch, and we will connect it into the port 8. It will get an IP address for the DHCP server upstream. In our case, is a security appliance. I will talk to the cloud directly. After having connected to the switch,
Remember, sometimes you don't see that it's coming back online right away. You just have to refresh the page and you'll see that everything is fine. We know for sure that it's getting an IP address in the proper VLAN because that's the one that we wanted. And then we're going to take a look to see what is the basic configuration of the camera. So to learn a little bit more about these tabs, we can go to the first one, is video. That's supposed to be the real time video that it's having right now. So you can see it here, you can zoom in, zoom out, and here you have more information about how to put it back, control it to see it previously, to have a specific time frame to see it, even the dates and the time. Right now, we're not going to see too much because we just put it in the network. But here, these are all your buttons for you to just play around with it and see what is the recording that you want to see at this time. For the analytics, it's going to give you a lot of information about what's going on through the camera, but the same thing, right now, we're not going to see anything. I'm going to post a video in the future to give you a full view of all these tabs. And the network is almost the same one that we know so far with the information that we needed. The location is just for your reference, because if you have dozens or hundreds of cameras, it's good for you to have a way to clarify which camera is this one. If you like to put it in the map, put a photo where the device is physically located, or put like a topology for that. The topology is going to be for the whole network that you have here. In our case, is 4 devices. The VAN logs is just the VAN logs that we can see for that camera, and the settings. In the settings, you have different types as well. You're going to see the real time camera here, and you have the rotation, you have the dynamic range that you can change, sensor scrub, and privacy window. For quality and retention, you're going to have different options for you to reduce the recording that you have and extend the time that you can record. And the video resolution and such as well is going to help you out. And this is a little GUI where you can tell you specifically what are the things that you can do to increase that retention in days. The night mode, like any other camera, how to all the time to be in night mode or always off or in auto, and all the parameters that you need to enhance that. The motion alerts, it's the alerts that you can put it that is going to be triggered if there is a motion inside of the camera. And this is the information that you can find as well as the UI. Wireless profiles is if you want to get the internet from wireless, you can do as well. You can create just a profile saying this is the SSID name and this is the PSK, so the camera can associate to that access point. The zones, you can create zones inside of the camera. So say this is going to be a zone, and then you can put all the things that you can add, like the sensitivity for that. And the sense, it's the MV sense capability for Meraki. As I mentioned, all these I'm going to cover then in a future video, so you can understand one by one what is the meaning of that. So for the camera, it's just like plug and play. So you don't have to make too much configuration. After you know that the camera is able to get an IP address for the DHCP server upstream, and it continues getting internet connection, you know that it's going to work completely fine, and it's right there. So there is nothing else that you can do as an additional configuration for the camera to just let it work.
And that's how you configure the AMV cameras with a full stack of Cisco Meraki. You have the security appliance, the switches, the access points, and now you have the cameras all bundled together in just one beautiful network. Stay tuned because we're going to continue with more episodes. So the next one is going to be the AMG. How can we integrate this new Meraki product into the full stack in Meraki? So we're going to use it as a cellular uplink for our Cisco Meraki MX. So let's see you in the next video then. If you want to know more about how to configure different features, how to have different troubleshooting tips, and even to how to automate your network to make a better implementation of better monitoring, you can go through the link that is in the description below. It's our playlist for Cisco Meraki training guidelines. You're gonna go from 0 to hero in no time. So we weekly post videos for you to know more about troubleshooting, config fetch, and different kind of automation part as well. This can help you to become the Meraki Master that you should be. And that's how you configure the AMV cameras in the Meraki way. See you the next one.